My job, I am teaching. I also have other jobs, like I'm an interpreter during the weekdays, if you know, like language interpreter, right, for seminars and conferences and things like that. Also, I'm a pastor, so I'm a part-time pastor, and so like over the weekend I do church ministry. And yeah, actually, my congregation is just like you. I have some high schoolers, but I have college students and young adults, couples, and sometimes other people just come, like older people come and ask me for prayers or just they want to talk to me. So I enjoy that. Let's see, what do you want to get out of this class? I want to get out of this class. I want to get to know you a little bit, right? And hopefully I'll get to hear some of your stories. It's always good. There are always a few students who share their life with me, and I really appreciate that. Just getting to know people, and I hope that you get something out of this class as well. I know that some of you actually came here to renew your visa, or there are some other reasons. I know that, but since you just came here, I apologize for being late this morning. I'm usually early, and but since you came here early in the morning, like Monday morning, right? Out of everything, it's probably hard for some of you, because some of you probably want to sleep, during this time. But Monday used to be my Sabbath day too, because I work on Sunday, right? So Monday morning is hard for me, and probably it's hard for you as well. But because we have come here, and we're gonna spend like a couple of hours together, and let's make the most of it. Like, let's get something out of it, rather than like, like it's torturous, like, why do I have to sit here and just enjoy, right? So let's make it kind of meaningful by actively participating, and so that's what I hope to get out of this class. Yeah. So yeah, could you start?
Me?
Yes.
My name is Hiroko.
Hiroko.
My favorite activity it's hiking and photo shooting.
What, water shooting? Photo shooting. Oh, okay. Wonderful.
And I go to kickboxing gym.
Really? Do you do kickboxing?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So watch out for this girl. Like, don't get her mad. You know how to kick you. Yeah, and?
One thing is interesting to myself is sewing.
Sewing. Like, do you sew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, what do you make out of that? Quilt. Oh, quilt. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Have you made like a blanket or like a shawl and things like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Wow. It takes a lot of time and patience, right? Yeah, not giving up. It's wonderful. You must be creative too, artistic.
Number 4, I think I want to get more friends.
You want to get more friends? Good. Wonderful. Awesome. Oh, I forgot one thing interesting about myself. I love traveling, so I travel to different countries. And so my passport is like just full of stamps. And whenever I come back into the United States, at the airport, people are like, what do you do? What is your job? Because you travel so much, right? So I've been to, let's see, Mexico. Wow, no, who hasn't gone to Mexico, right? From yes, Mexico, Hawaii, which I consider as non-United States. It's a different area, right? Culturally, and Japan, China, Israel, Australia, Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm forgetting some other countries, but I just enjoy traveling, and getting to know different cultures. And so I see this class, and it's like, wow, like half of the world is here, you know, like Asia and I don't know, Middle East, or you know, like you know, we came from many. And there was like a girl from England last time, so Europe, and you know, it's interesting. Yeah, awesome. All right, Duka?
Hello, my name is Lordland. And my favorite activity is going out and drinking something, hanging out with friends. What I'm doing is I'm driver. Then one thing interesting about me is I don't know, what is that?
What made you choose like driving?
I mean, like nowadays it's easier to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that was
I
the
mean,
easiest thing.
like, yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know,
Fair.
I'm not so qualified to work other jobs now. It's my
Really?
just I'm here for just not 1 year.
Oh, okay.
1 year interesting.
1 year. So are you going back?
No, I want to stay here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Got it.
It's not a 1 year actually. Less than 1 year. One thing interesting about me is I travel too. I travel too much. I have been in like England, France, Spain, Italy,
Nice.
Austria, Czech Republic. I mean like Cyprus. I mean like
Wonderful.
6 or 7 countries.
Mostly Europe, huh?
Yeah, mostly Europe.
Wonderful.
And what I want to get out of this class, I want to speak English more fluent
Oh, is it right?
instead of this class.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you're getting it because you keep taking classes and you know we read and we speak, you
Yeah,
know.
for sure. for
Yeah. And perhaps like your driving will help you too because you get to practice.
sure. Actually, not that much because people don't talk so much with you. I mean, like they always ask you like where you from, what do you do. I mean, like everything same
kind of
all
routine.
the time. No, not routine exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
Unless you start telling a story, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right. How about yourself?
Hello, my name is Hiro.
Hiro, how do you spell?
H-I-R-O.
So is it like a male version of Hiroko? Is that right? Oh, just like, you know, there's a male named Patrick and then a female named Patricia. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe that is. All right, Hiro. So tell me about yourself.
I'm very active in sports.
Sports.
Or my job is Japan hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
Yeah,
Okay.
hairdresser. Very active. Watch YouTube beauty move.
I should go do my hair at your hair shop, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, back to your question. Back to your answer. Like, what kind of sports?
Sport,
Soccer.
yeah. Japanese football.
Football.
Yeah.
Football.
Football. Japan is soccer.
Oh, okay. So they use the British name for the sports. Football means soccer. Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Awesome. I love soccer too. Yeah. So what do you want to get out of this class?
Class. I don't speak English. I study English. Well. More friends.
Okay, good. English and more friends. Awesome. You're in the right class. All right. Chong?
Hi everybody, my name is Tom, and my favorite activities is sport,
Like what?
soccer, kung fu, workout, you know.
Wow.
Yes, I already like have the black belt from my country.
You do
About
know.
like Japanese kung fu,
Like karate?
like you know, aikido.
Aikido, what is
Yeah, look like exactly like Aikido.
Aikido.
Oh, I
Yeah,
Oh.
but mine is Aikido.
Aikido. Oh.
Like my it's Jujitsu, you know.
Like
Aikido
flipping
Jujitsu.
people over and
Yes,
things like that, right?
and then this one are more like the police or you know undercover. They use this kung fu for like hang people,
Yeah.
you know, catch people.
Right.
Yes, and my job is just like I just help for my family business, like about car or something like that.
Yeah, auto business.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and
One thing that's interesting about yourself?
I don't know.
Make
Just
it
like-
interesting for us.
Yeah. And then I want to get out of this class. Like I improve on my English and have more friends, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you guys speak English fine. You know, just need to keep practicing and then work on your pronunciation, perhaps. Yeah. Awesome. All right. How about yourself?
I'm your student.
Welcome,
Thank you. My name is Jessica Cui. Jessica.
Jessica.
Yeah, I'm come from China.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Shanghai. China, Shanghai.
Also, you don't say Shanghai, but you say Shanghai.
Shanghai.
All this time because like Americans butcher like the names of the locations and people's names. So I thought it was Shanghai, but it's actually Shanghai. All right, I'm learning this stuff.
My favorite activity. My favorite activity is shopping.
It used to be. It used to be my favorite activity.
Go around and look at beautiful clothes, beautiful
Accessories on people.
something.
Makeup.
All women, all women all like shopping.
I know. My former supervisor used to say, he is an Irish American, and he said because he has his wife and his daughters, he sees his the subordinates who are females, for some reason they all love shopping, right? So he said the moment a girl is born, like the moment she's born, she cries, Macy's, JCPenney. That's what he said. So I think it's kind of true, like across cultures, right? Yeah.
Job, anything interesting. I'm interesting exercise, running,
Running. Oh.
running, swimming,
Really?
singing, dancing,
Oh, dancing. Dancing is
yeah,
also
dancing,
yeah.
singing, exercise.
Wow. So how much do you run? Like how long do you like how long the distance?
Dancing one week, second, one week, second time.
Second time, 2 times.
Two
So
times.
you run 2 times?
Yeah, 1 week, 2 times.
2 times. And how long like is the distance?
How long time?
How long like do you run like 3 miles per day or like I don't know 1,000 kilometers or whatever? What's the distance like when you run?
Running. Around the house.
Oh,
in
around
the
the
park.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My house is very close. In the park. Yeah,
Mhm.
my house in the park.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running in the park. And,
Several times.
and my neighborhood. Hello.
Uh-huh. That's when you get to meet your neighbors, like with their dogs, right? Usually.
Yeah,
Usually with dogs.
Yeah, my neighbor have a big dog.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is I'm moving there You mean over and moving over the dog look at me, but no, the dog look at me.
Oh, they like you.
Yeah.
That's good. They don't bark at you, but they like you.
Yeah.
Great.
I want to get this class. I'm language is not good, English is not good. I think my pronunciation and listening is good.
It needs to be improved.
Yeah, I speak is good. Maybe I pronunciation is good. Pronunciation.
I'll let you actually have a little bit of discussion time. I think that's when you can practice, speaking and then listening, right? And you learn by me speaking as well, but then you also learn from each other by talking, because we don't always get the opportunities to talk. Even if you're driving and meeting so many people a day, we're not always engaging in conversations, right? And so I'm gonna sometimes deliberately give you some topics to talk to each other with, and that way you can kind of practice. Okay? All right, awesome, welcome. All right, so your name is Jessica. Okay,
Jessica.
All right, and how about yourself?
Me?
Oh no.
Me?
Yes. I know you, but then the rest of the class don't. Nice to hear that.
My name's Jing. My favorite activity like play badminton and
Badminton?
Yes.
Wow.
And watch TV and go shopping.
What do you shop?
Euro things like dress or something.
You go to a jazz cafe?
No,
What do you?
dress for clothes.
Oh, just for clothes. Okay.
And my drawer. I'm now a housewife.
Yes. And childcare is like a full-time job too, right?
Me too.
Yes.
That's one.
If you can find shopping while your child is little, you're really capable.
Yeah. And what do I get out of this class? I want to get to know some new friends and improve my English.
All right, so you're in a good place to be. I mean, keep practicing, right? You've already taken a few classes, and I hope it kind of helped. Yeah. Okay. All right. And okay, I'm trying to remember, because I don't have a long-term memory, a good long-term memory, so I'm trying to remember important things about you. And Doka loves traveling too, right? All right. Yeah. How about yourself, sir? Hi, James.
Hi. Hello, everybody. My name is James. I can speak English.
And you are speaking English right now.
My favorite is learn Bible.
Oh, learn the Bible.
Learn Bible. And going to church.
Wow. You have a very unique favorite activity.
Yesterday, I to church. 就昨天我在教堂，唱歌吧，赞美主。
He sing in the church yesterday.
Oh, at choir. Okay, so you sang in choir.
Yeah.
Great. I love singing myself.
Thank you.
Great. And what's your number 3 and 4, I guess?
你有什么感兴趣的吗？
算了，我说不上来。
你有什么感兴趣的吗？你喜欢什么？
我就是喜欢去教堂的那种，对，和做释放。
He like go to the church with the lot of people
Mhm.
together and
Mhm.
make friends.
Community.
Singing and dancing, the feeling is like a family.
Yeah, community is like a family. I get that. Yeah.
是这样的，在一起就可以了。
Yeah, when I was back in college, because I went to a school that was kind of, it was big school, but then there were fewer people who looked like me. And so there was like a very little small Asian community. And so like the church was like the gathering place for everyone. It was like for, all the Asians and all the, you don't have to be a Christian, right? And people just gathered at church. That was our like a social center. So we we cooked together, ate together, and we did activities together. So yeah, church was really like a family. And when holidays came, like people all go back home, but we couldn't go back home like for a certain times, and we would just gather at church and we just play games together and ate together. So that's part of my good memory too. Yeah. Okay.
In the church, the people together say is siblings. Siblings.
Oh, siblings, yeah, brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Siblings.
Uh-huh.
New word.
How did you know? How did you learn about that?
你想在这个课堂中学什么？
Oh, no. What I'm saying is when you say siblings, brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you know?
Sister.
Yeah, how do you know?
The sibling was I have a brother and a sister,
Mhm.
and the people told me you have a siblings together. Brother, you have a brother, you have a sister, you have a maybe brother is a bigger brother and little
Right.
brother. Yeah, and siblings is all.
Uh-huh. But what my question is, how do you know that at church they call each other brothers and sisters? You just heard from your friend?
I think is the go to the church.
You go to church and you hear.
The woman look the woman sister.
Uh-huh.
The guy look you.
Right.
Brother.
Right.
I think is the siblings.
Yeah. So you've been to church and then you heard other people say to each other.
Yes, I look at the words siblings. I don't know what siblings. I use the Google Translator and siblings. All siblings is brother and sister.
All right.
I don't know, siblings is a cousin. Cousin is siblings. I don't know.
It depends on the culture. So I'm from a Korean culture, so we don't say cousins are siblings.
Cousin,
But-
no siblings.
Yeah, in my culture, but then I have Chinese friends and they call their cousins and uncles their family. And so like when I say family, it means like our like a nuclear family, like with parents and my direct blood brothers and sisters. But when certain people, like Chinese people, like Taiwanese friends say they went to visit their family over the winter break. And I was like, really? So your family is kind of separate? And they're like, no, my uncles and aunts. And so they include in the word family their larger circle of relatives.
The cousin, no siblings.
Yeah, so in Korean culture, siblings are
In China is siblings.
but yes, in Chinese culture, I think.
Korea is no.
No, not that one.
American people?
Americans, yeah, it's pretty similar. So Americans define their family as nuclear family.
Is
Like-
siblings.
So
In
siblings are your blood
in
brothers
course.
and sisters.
American people, the family in court say is siblings, cousin and the sister, brother is in court is
Not
siblings.
included.
No.
Not included.
No.
They're called relatives,
Oh.
not family.
One family, brother, sister, siblings.
Right, right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, same words but different meaning, right? So it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Different country, different word.
Mm-hmm. All right. So James, what would you like to get out of this class? Oh, one thing interesting about yourself.
算了，不说了。还是请下的同学说的。再问问。
你觉得自己有什么有趣的？
喜欢的。
I know one thing interesting about you from previous class. What you did before, like what did you used to do?
你去做什么有趣的？
你曾经是做什么的？
你做什么有趣的？
曾经是做什么工作是吧？I like cooking.
He like cooking for family.
Wow.
In China, in China, my job
cooking.
is in police.
Mm-hmm. You used to be a Chinese police.
Yeah.
Yes.
Police officer.
Years.
Oh, he's 30 years police.
Right, for 30 years. Right. And you love cooking. Like, what do you cook?
Nice.
Nice.
Like cooking.
Right.
做菜的
It's
警
really
察
good.
是好警察。我一马了，警察。
What do you cook? Like Chinese hot pot or like dumplings? What do you cook?
Noodles. Many.
Oh, wonderful. My Chinese friends actually told me that one of their traditional activities over the right before New Year's, like the end of the year, is making dumpling. Dumplings and dumpling stew. So I actually make dumplings with my Chinese friends.
New Year.
Yes, from scratch, from the dough. Yeah, and then make them very delicious. Like can't be compared with what you can get from the markets, right? The real dumplings.